Welcome to PelviBiz podcast. I'm Dr. Kelly Alhui. I've grown my pelvic health practice, orthopelvic physical therapy, and now I'm helping pelvic health professionals do the same. Each week, I give you the knowledge you need to grow your practice. Let's get into today's episode.
Many of you are familiar with the name, but if it's new to you, Jane is a HIPAA-compliant all-in-one practice management software and the sponsor of our show today. The team at Jane know your time is valuable, and they designed online intake forms to help you reduce admin work and so that you can take back your treatment time. Whether you need to collect patient or client data, insurance policy information, health history, or consents, Jane's online intake forms offer a safe and secure way to gather everything you need before your patients walk through your door. You can also collect payment details securely through your intake forms via Jane's PCI-compliant payment solution, saving your patients time at checkout. To learn more about how Jane's intake forms can help, head to jane.app/guide to book a one-on-one demo with a member of their team. If you're ready to get started, you can use the code PelviBiz1mo at the time of sign up to get a 1-month grace period applied to your new account.
Today I'm going to talk about why you should get out of your comfort zone. Why is that important? You should get out of your comfort zone for so many reasons, but it's the only way you're actually going to grow. What I've learned is when you are comfortable, you're going to stay stagnant or you're never going to progress and grow. And some of you guys may think, well, that's what I want, Kelly. I don't want to progress and grow. Like, I'm good. I got everything. Like, so many people I talk to on the phone, they're like, Kelly, I just want to make 8K and I'm good. Like, that's all I want. I want a simple life. And it's like, yeah, you can have a simple life. That's great. But you can have a simple life and have $50,000 coming in too. You really can. But they don't believe that. They think more money equals more problems, and that's not the case a lot of times. And so they don't want to get outside their comfort zone because they believe they'll just be satisfied with 8K. And they may be satisfied with 8K. That's cool, a month. But they don't realize they're also in the business for 8K a month, probably seeing like 12 patients a week. And all their time's taken up because now they got to run the business on top of seeing the patients. And they're like, man, I've just now created another job for myself instead of actually having a business that's cash flow positive, that can run by itself, that they can actually take off time and go to a doctor's appointment whenever they want or hang out with the kids whenever they want, because the business allows them to do that. That's a true business. So I would say the biggest reason why you want to get outside your comfort zone is for you to be able to have a business that actually runs like a business and let it continue to grow and develop. And I've learned that once I feel like, man, I got my business where I want it, I don't really want more. I've learned that there's either other people that come by and they try to say, you know what, I'm going to compete with her. Here we go. And I'm going to try to do what she's doing because she's slowing down. Or people will be like, well, I can do that. So let me just try it. Right. And then they'll start doing the same tricks that you used to do. And you'll be like, wait, where are my clients going? Oh, wait, they're going over there because I haven't been out there. Well, now it's time to get your butt back up into gear and you got to get back out there, right? I think doing things differently every single year, the stuff that I used to do doesn't work this year. Stuff that I did 2 years ago definitely doesn't work this year. So you always have to be growing and learning. I mean, I am in 4 masterminds and one of them is over $100,000. Okay. And the reason why I'm in 4 masterminds, I'm just telling you guys this, is because I spend lots and lots of money a year to be in these masterminds to determine what is like the next thing, what's coming down the pipe, what do we need to be on top of, so I can share with my mastermind students and my CAP program students so that we continue to be the leaders in the healthcare world and be able to be the best pelvic health therapist and also be able to make such an impact because we actually know how to market and we know now how to actually get people to know what we do, because so many people still have no clue what we do. They have no freaking clue. So if I can come back and really impact all my mastermind students and CAP people, then they can spread the word out to their communities. And then all of a sudden we are spreading pelvic health all across the US and different countries. And it's creating a massive impact. But if I don't teach people how to market well, no one's going to have any clients because you can't market. We've got to learn new tactics. So I find my introverts hate going and getting out of their comfort zone in an in-person event. And I find my extroverts hate putting their face on social media and trying to create conversations in the DMs on social media and vice versa, right? So you got to know your strengths Know that first, analyze that, and then go, okay, this is my strength. For me, it's in person. I love talking in person. But if I'm trying to push myself outside my comfort zone and I'm very uncomfortable with it, then what do I need to do? I need to go online. So, okay, if I need to go online, then what's going to push me outside my comfort zone? Every single day doing a live would push me outside my comfort zone because I just don't like talking to a camera. I feel like there's no emotion there, and I feel like someone should be standing in front of me so that I can get feedback when I'm talking to them and like respond off that or feel that vibe off of it, right? Another uncomfortable thing would be every single day post a reel. That would be uncomfortable to me. Another thing would be, I don't know, anything online. I mean, now I've gotten more comfortable with it, but I used to be like, oh man, I got to do something online. Now I'm just like, whatever. But for me, that would push me outside my comfort zone, is doing something, maybe doing an online event, even though I've done them, like a webinar, or like I did a Be Well Women's Summit, which was like a massive over 1,000 person live event. I've done them because it got me out of my comfort zone. And when I was, out of my comfort zone, I learned so much. I maybe learned how to use the computer. I learned how to use Zoom. I learned that people can put stuff in a chat section. I learned that you can be like, put me in the chat, and everyone replies me, and like, that's so cool. You start to grow and learn like new ways that you can do things. You're like, oh my God, I didn't even know this was possible. You will discover things that you may not even realize that you're good at when you go outside your comfort zone. You're going to discover, like, I didn't even know this existed, and you could do it a certain way. So then you may develop a new way of doing it that may be more beneficial than the old way that you were doing it. So that's a positive about going outside your comfort zone. And also, you're always going to stay in the game. That's what I say every single day. Today, can I wake up and just stay in the game? That's what I want to do. I want to stay in the game. And I know if I'm constantly learning, I'm always going to stay in the game no matter what happens. And the game's not going to take me out. The only thing that'll take me out is my health. I think that's really cool. So you should get out of your comfort zone because it's going to show you what you're capable of. When I was having to put myself back in clinic, I felt so uncomfortable because I hadn't treated in 2.5 years. And I'm like, man, this is so out of my comfort zone now because I haven't treated in 2.5 years. Imagine this, guys. You haven't treated in 2.5 years and you go back in, you have a full caseload, 35 patients a week. Haven't touched a patient in 2.5 years. Now I've trained people, but I haven't, been in treating. And I'm like, man, it's going to throw me outside my comfort zone. Well, did it? Yeah. I had to go back in and remember the systems and remember how to send the super bill and remember, just everything I've actually created. And it does throw you out, but you learn from it. What I learned was maybe my therapists weren't setting expectations the way they should have with some patients. Maybe we weren't digging to the deeper why enough, I learned. Maybe we weren't taking them to the highest level of exercises. All that stuff gave me better insight because I was actually in the clinic treating the patients that my PTs were seeing, to lead my clinic even better than what I've been doing because I had more insight and more intel because I actually got put in an uncomfortable situation. So there should be growth in every single uncomfortable situation that you're in. And if you're not growing, then yeah, you are dying. And people will come and stomp all over you when you are dying. So every single day, especially as a business owner, you should be uncomfortable. Now, that doesn't mean like you should be struggling in the hustle phase every single day. No. But there should be something about that day that makes you uncomfortable, whether or not you have to have an uncomfortable conversation with an employee, whether or not you have to have an uncomfortable conversation with a patient, whether or not you're like, man, I got to go into this doctor's office and talk to them. It's going to be so awkward. That should put you outside your comfort zone. Or I got to go live on Instagram and talk about this. That should put you outside your comfort zone. So what is one thing a day that's going to get you outside your comfort zone? I think Lululemon had this on their bag at one point. Like, do one uncomfortable thing a day that will move you or that will grow you or something like that. They had it on the bags where they did all that writing. And I really, really love to see that every single time on there because I felt like it was such a moving statement because it's very true. Even do things outside of business. Like my husband and I, a couple months ago, we did a woodworking class. It was a date night. And we made a charcuterie board and we did this sanding. Well, that was something so outside our comfort zone, but it actually bonded us because we're like, how did you like it? I loved it. How did you like it? I loved it. Oh my God. And now we were together able to do something that was super impactful for us. It just bonded us more. Like it was just a cool experience. And if he did it or if I did it, I don't think it would be as cool, but we both never did it. So we're like in it together, gonna make this board look amazing. And, you know, people are like cheering you on behind the scenes. That's just like really cool. Yeah, just doing things that are different. And just even by doing those boards, by doing the sanding of the boards, and we did resin where it's like a river that goes in between, just that alone built up my confidence to do things outside my comfort zone even more. Me going back into clinic, building up my confidence that, hey, no matter whatever happens, my biggest fear came true. Whatever happens, I can continue to lead things no matter what. Okay. So when you start doing different things that you're not used to, you're like, wow, I'm going to use this skill that I just learned that I didn't think I was going to have to use, and I'll put it into play with another thing that has been working. Then you're unstoppable. Then you're staying on top. Then you're like, who cares about competition? Because there is no competition, because you're your only competition, because you're out of your comfort zone every single day. And very few people can stay out of the comfort zone every single day, because most people like comfort because it's very comfortable. My husband is one of those. He wants to stay in his zone. He wants no stress, and he just wants to be comfortable, and that's okay. I'm not hating on those people. So people that want to stay in their comfort zone, please don't come after me, okay? Good for you, okay? I get it. I live with one of them. But there's also so much more to it when you can actually break free and push away and just truly escape the comfort every single day. And that's only going to build your confidence. Like everyone always asks me, how do you build confidence? Go outside your comfort zone every single second of the day. You'll be confident. Okay. I think that's why I have some confidence, because I live outside my comfort zone, never in it. So hopefully that helps, guys. Not only build confidence, but get you to, progress and do things that you don't want to do. And when you do it, the other side is going to be so rewarding, because you're just going to be like, oh my gosh, I freaking climbed Mount Everest and I freaking did that. So get outside your comfort zone every single day, pick one thing like Lululemon said, and do it. Bye, guys. I consider myself a business and life coach. Are you ready to live the life of your dreams as an entrepreneur? If so, let's chat. See the episode notes below and go ahead and book a call. See you all next week.